Hey, Derby's in. Oh, that makes a change. Start your walk with somebody coming in. Oh, this is just, I'll tell you in a minute. That's all the snow we've got. Where's she gone? That's all the snow we've got, that bit. You finally saw you finally saw my video of you dancing. Give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. Oh, don't laugh too hard. You don't cause yourself an injury. The trouble is, you see, the trouble is, it's that delayed response, because I feel like I wish you could see it as soon as I send it. And obviously I don't know what you're doing. So I'm doing it in the spur of the moment, and then thinking like, then obviously you see it about 6 hours after. Try and get that like that mutual humour at the same time. I think it's funny at the time, and then I know you're going to have to wait before you can see it. So I'll have to do it when you're live. Oh. Yeah, it's called. If you want to investigate it, it's called Jib Jab. I think it's called Jib Jab, JIBJAB, and you can just obviously take somebody's photo and you can incorporate into anything if it's a birthday or whatever it is, any sort of funny video. And you basically just superimpose somebody's photo into these pre-rendered backgrounds, these pre-rendered scenes, and you just put people's faces in. But obviously I just did that because they charge you for them, you see. That was just like a little free sample. So I only on short because that's the free. I'll send you some more if it makes you laugh. Did you just do that this morning? I've just wrote your name. I just wrote Marco and Darby and Roland's name in the snow again this morning. Did you see that? I just did a fresh one because I've got snow on the roof of my mum's car, so I thought I'll just do. Yeah, well, I spelt Marco wrong, and I didn't have enough room to put "was here" at the bottom, so I redid it this morning and put Marco, spelt it properly, and then put "was here" at the bottom. So, well, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm thinking of Derby of the town, aren't I? Because I keep seeing those signs of Derby. Oh, yeah, I know. The thing is, when you bought me a coffee, obviously I know your proper name. I have to be forever try not to use that. I feel like you are Derby. How many times you say it? Your name is Derby, isn't it? You are Mrs. Derby. That's your name. I know, and it just feels weird when you get to know people and you think, I'm sure it's not the real name I'm using. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, you were just incognito, yeah. Yeah, so now we are. Yeah. Uh, I've got a bit of snow anyway. Look at your evidence. Snow, Luke. Snow, snow. Yeah, snow. I have got snow. Snow. Not it's obviously lots more green than white. That's me. That's me sky for today, weather person. What do you think the weather's going to be today? There's, there's me sky. Yeah, it could be. If you want, well, you're gonna have some fun when you watch me replay yesterday. Roland was with me, and basically it was like this. It was like the sun out like this. Look, there's the sun, pre-glow. The sun's out. Blue sky. Ooh, there's a swingy thing. That's a big swingy thing. Yeah, and then about Roland just said, "I've just got to pop off and answer the phone." Right, it was sun shining when he talked to me, and when he came back, he says, "What's happening? What's happening?" It was like throwing it down with snow when he come back on in about 10 minutes. Oh, my pond's frozen a little bit. Hang on, let's just go look at the birds. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure my route today. I'm just sort of winging it, depending if you run or not. So I'll get motoring on my walk now. You've popped on, so Yeah. Oh yeah, it's that cold. There's some ice on my pond. I'll keep calling it a pond like you do. All the birds are sitting on the ice anyway. Look, all the birds are sitting. Yeah. You wave. You can see my shadow. Where? Oh, there. Oh, I'll just show you this. Hang on. Let me just show you this bird sitting on the ice. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're all over there. All the gulls are over there. I'm just going to find you the swans. Let's go. Let's just go say hello to the swans while we're just over the other side. Let's go say hello to the swans. Oh. Um, can you ask the temperature? Probably the sun's shining, so it lifts it a little bit, but it's like a bit of wind. It's a very cold wind blowing, so it probably say like it feels like -3 or something if you ask the Google. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's it. If you remember. Oh my god, high. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I don't know. Hang on. Try and walk on a bank. -2. I'm just trying to walk on a slope. Yeah, the problem is you always get like the problem is you always get like a cold wind across this pond area. So once you go away from the pond, all the wind will drop. Yeah, I don't know why there's more wind. Oh yeah, they look like as if they aren't moving. I don't know if the feet are stuck to the ice. Look there, all the birds on the ice. Yeah, I wonder if the feet stick if they stand still too long. Yeah, I think all the birds must be confused what to do. I bet they're thinking, why can't I swim in the water? Let's just say hello to the swan. Oh, oh, I missed you on my walk yesterday, Darby. I keep wishing you in. I thought if I keep wishing you in, you might come in when you start burning. Right. Yeah. I just need to learn. I just need to learn to telepathy. A bit like The Shining. I need like just to send a signal out to you, Darby. I'm on a walk. Oh, there you are. Let's say hello to the swans. Oh, there you are. Let's give them some food. They come to me. Yes. Yeah. Apparently, if they're just wild swans and they haven't got the tag, they're owned by the Queen. Roland told me. Yeah. If they don't have the sort of classed as wild swans, then aren't they? These have obviously been monitored and maintained, aren't they? They're like bred swans, aren't they? Yeah. Roland's in. I'm just waiting for Roland. Aren't you having a rest after your big walk yesterday? If Roland pops in, he'll tell you about how the weather was yesterday, or in the comments, he'll tell you how the weather was. I made it. No, Roland was just watching me. Uh, he was just joining me on my nature walk. Oh, I found a nice. If you check out, I'll send you a photo a bit later. Um, I found like a nice fountain, like an old Victorian fountain. What I hadn't scoped before, and it's basically water was coming out of it, and it got like 4 dragon heads on it. And apparently, it's been not working as a fountain for about 80 years. Uh, nobody knows when it stopped being a fountain, but it was installed in the park in about 1892 or something. And all the records just show that it wasn't a fountain. All the photos that people have got show it was just like a non-functioning fountain and being used as like a flower bed, with soil and plants in it. And what they've done recently is, obviously, I thought it doesn't. I mean, when I looked at it, I thought I can't remember it being like this. And apparently, they had lottery funding a few years ago, and they basically restored it back to what it was in the original park. So it's basically got 4 dragon heads on it, and water's coming out of all the dragon heads. But obviously, because it's cold, there's like loads of icicles all sort of down one side of it with like the wind blowing, and half of it's just covered in icicles. It looks great. There's a Yeah, back to a fountain. I've got some photos and some video. I even did some slow motion on my phone. I thought, oh, running water. I'll do some slow motion. Yeah, you get a lot of pigeons. Can you hear them cooing? Oh yeah, we've actually got seagulls. Did you hear the seagull? I just heard a seagull. And there's a seagull, like a full size one. Let me just go out to the hang on, just in the full glaze of the sun in a minute. Let me just Yeah, I just heard a proper seagull. We've obviously there's all the those are all the miniature gulls there. And then I think that's a proper seagull at the back. Look, where's he gone? It's a proper seagull there. Look, they're the proper full size ones. Yeah, they seem like the baby gulls, and then they seem like the adult ones. But that's how they are smaller in general, anyway. But it just looks like the mother seagull, and then all the baby ones. Yeah, they've all come to me today. I'm Doctor Doolittle. Yeah, it's a bit obviously you can't really tell. All these white ones here, they're all just like the small gulls. Yeah, they're the small gulls, and then that's what we call a seagull, which is the larger one that takes all the food out your hand when you're at the seaside. They'll come diving down and they'll just take food out of your plate. You know, if you've got like a fish and chips in your hand, they'll come down and just help themselves. Yes, we'll. Hang on, let me. Yeah, I created a blizzard yesterday. Yes. Yeah. Did you like? Yes, that was yesterday's scope. Yeah. He had to disappear for a bit, and then when he come back, it was snowing on my scope. Anyway, yeah, this isn't. This is just where I'm going to start. Just where I start my scope. So in my mind, I'm going to have a wander. So the trouble is, Derby and like Roland, it's hard to explain where I live. There's so many places to visit, locally. It's like obviously if I just lived in the middle of nowhere and this is all there was, I'd obviously just keep walking around this park. But there's about 5 or 6 parks I can go to that are walking distance. I've just got too much choice. Wandering song. That sounds a bit like a sort of scouty type song, like the Scouts or Here We Go a Wandering. Hang on. Yeah, let me just think where me. Yeah, I've got my red coat on nice and it's ever so warm yesterday. I've got me gloves, got me hat. Yeah, it's like a thin coat, but it's windproof and weatherproof. Like it's like a furry lining. I think it's very thin, but it's called a windproof and water resistant coat. Like so, it felt really cozy yesterday and all that cold. I can't do with like a big, like a big thick coat. I just rather have a few little layers. Yeah, just yeah. You just threw me a bit by just suddenly coming on. Yesterday I was sort of walking for about half an hour before anybody popped on, so it just throws you a bit. Hang on. Oh, yeah. But I've got that many places, you see, I like to try and obviously I'll try and DM you and see if you're going to come on. Then I can pick the routes accordingly. If obviously I know everybody's busy, I can just come across here. This is like my default place to come, and then obviously if people come on, I can go and wander off somewhere else. Right, let me just think. Let me just find my phone now. You've asked me something. I've got curiosity. So I'm going to investigate this song now you're on about. Yeah, I shouldn't do. Yeah, I've got something to sort out when I get back. I basically the network I'm on at the moment. I've been trying like a pay as you go type. Well, it's called that pay as you go. I haven't got a contract. Yeah, I think they're those little. Yeah, they're those little gulls. I think. Yeah, like the mini gulls, not the full size seagulls. Like they like called they are called a gull, but they aren't the full size seagull. That obviously you can see at the back. It's a bit like they look like the baby gulls and the adult gulls, but it's the breed. It isn't they aren't all related like. Yes, common gull. That's it. Yeah, yeah. They aren't the seagull, which is quite large and sort of attacks you when you've got food in your hand. It'll take the food out of your hand. Oh, right. Yes, it's at least the sun's shining, so that's what we want. We've got no rain. That's the main thing. So we can't moan about the cold. It's either the rain or the cold. So yes, I should know them off by heart. How many times we talked about them? Mine's gone blank this morning. Oh, yeah. I did another photo roll, and I'll have to send you that where I put the because I sent it to you, Marco and Roland, and you've all seen the old one now. But I've done a new one where I've wrote your name in the snow. It's a bit, it's a bit neater. I did it spur of the moment yesterday. I did one this morning. Uh, I'm just trying to think where my phone. Yeah, I was going to say walk in the snow, but obviously it's so weird when you find snow. It's just in little pockets, like it's not everywhere. Here you can see there's just a little bit there, little random little pockets of white. It's all yeah. It just looks like we've had no snow, but somebody's dropped a bag of sugar on the floor. They've gone for a walk with a bag of sugar with a hole in the bottom, and it's left a trail. Right. Well, yeah. I mean, what you put in your tea is obviously called granulated sugar. You have a bag of sugar, and then caster sugar is more like what you use in. Yeah, that's powdery. What you use in cooking. Yeah, like the powdery stuff. Yeah, yeah. The what you put in your tea is more called granulated. You can see it's like little granules. Not so much. But well, there's caster sugar and there's icing sugar as well. Obviously, that makes icing. You can buy icing sugar if you want to. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I mean, somebody who's more into cooking could probably tell me, but I know we have. You have three types of sugar. Obviously, you can have granulated sugar for putting your drinks, and then you've got obviously stuff for cooking with. And oh, I love these scopes. How they just go on to random subjects. Right. Oh, I found that there's one of those trees where they grow poop bags. Yes, I know we've got quite a variety of trees in our area. We've got beer trees and poop bag trees and yellow bulb trees. Yeah, you might be huffing and puffing a little bit, but it's quite cold, so I think it's just taking my breath a bit. The biting air. Oh, try keep. I keep getting past the shop where they sell gimbals, Derby, and I keep driving past. I keep getting gimbal. I must resist gimbal. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I'm just in that limbo period, aren't we? Like with the obviously when all this nonsense is over, and we're just talking about one thing, and then. But I say we'll have to see. No, it's just a path they've created. It's not. This isn't railway. This bit now. This is just a path around the top of the Obviously, these are obviously false hills, aren't they? They're not. Obviously, this is all the waste from the coal mine. They've just basically gone from a coal mine, and somebody's obviously just landscaped it into a park. With all the waste. Let's have a look. It's just awkward to see at the moment. I've just got the bright sun in a minute. It's just blocking my view. Hang on. Yeah, got a nice. There's the sun's out anyway. I'll just give you a little bit of a panorama at the top of the hill. This is where we're at the back of the hill. Yeah, coal tip, yeah. Let's have a little look at the back. Sun's out, yeah. Sun's out, bit of pre-glow. That looks just like, if you see the posters to Superman. If you look online for the original poster to Superman for the movie, it just looks like that, like with the S in the middle and then like all the colour coming out of it. It's like yeah. If you look up the Superman movie poster, it looks just like that. Look. Oh. So yeah, I just needed to warm the air up a bit now. Just wanted to warm the air up a bit. Hang on. Zoom. I like this pinch to zoom. That's that school. What's by me there? That school. Roland's. There's the school that's by me there. That's the tower, the bell tower. Zoom in there. I like this pinch to zoom. It's a lot simpler, this pinch to zoom. Yeah, I had one of them funny days yesterday, Darby. I was like, I tried on Twitter Live, and then nothing was happening. Then I thought I'll just try Haps for 10 minutes and see what happens. Nothing happened on there. I thought, oh dear, I'm not having a good morning. And then I thought, what I'll do is I even had this brainwave of uninstalling Periscope, and then just went back on Twitter Live and just see what happened there. Just see what that did. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was technically working, but obviously I was just seemed to be having nobody joining me, so I don't know if it was a glitch or I felt like there was no viewers, so I thought, oh, what's happening, The problem is I'm looking at that church over there. I'm just looking at that, yeah, I'm looking at that church over there and trying to motivate myself to walk to it. That was that's what my idea is in my head anyway. You know what, in my head, I felt like that mornings when the thing is, I don't think you can understand. I just sometimes I'll go back and look how many periscopes I've done, and just like the places I've been. I just looked yesterday. I'm nearly on. I think I'm on about 480 scopes. I thought the places nearly 5 when you do it every day, and obviously I think I'm just sort of feeling peculiar, sort of mentally, because I'm sort of thinking I want to show you some new places, and I just feel I'm sort of restrained at the moment. I've got lots of ideas, and I think I'm just getting a bit bored with the same places. But obviously, that's what we've got to do at the moment. So it's just, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, just yeah, yeah. It's just obviously that I can obviously. It's just a matter of sitting down and trying to invent new walks, within the confines of where you live. I think what it is I'm going I'm going the same routes. I'm trying to just mix up the routes a little bit and perhaps make a bit more variety, and we might see different things. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. But obviously the thing is, I mean, it's imagine if you were obviously got more time. Obviously you were out. You haven't got any sort of work commitments. And you were trying to scope something every day. I think you'd just get bored if you were going to the same pond every day. So you just have to try and find something different. Oh, right. This cold makes you out of breath anyway. Oh, huffing and puffing. Oh. Right, let's have a wander down here. Yeah, I could only get a 360 around the back of the area where we are. Oh, hang on, she's gone again. You booted yourself out again. What's happened then? Where have you gone? Where's she gone? Oh no. I know, I was just going to say we've got our new catchphrase now. We have to say, how rude. How rude. How rude. Oh dear. Yeah, let's enjoy. Oh, mate, I mean, look at this. Look at this with this British sky. We've got clouds over there, blue sky, and then as I come round to the sort of the vista at the back of the park where the sun is, it's just behind that dark cloud. Look, and we've got a big dark cloud that I don't want to really walk under that one, and we've got white fluffy ones again. Yeah, it's nice. I've got like this is on my doorstep, this view, but you just don't realise it until you're stuck locally, and you think, oh, these nice views. Oh, yeah, we just need to. I've noticed sometimes is when you watch the sky. I don't know if obviously you have many clouds, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes how you can see the clouds moving, and these all seem stationary. Sometimes you can see the clouds moving across, but I suppose they are technically moving, but sometimes you can notice it easier, like yeah. Oh, beep, beep. Yeah. I suppose that's the people who I suppose that's the people who obviously become meteorologists. They just get fascinated by the weather, don't we? I mean, it is interesting the amount of different weather you can have. It's just in England, it must be fascinating being a weather person. I suppose when you're a weather person in like Florida, I suppose you just keep saying it's hot all the time, don't you? I mean, at least there's some excitement to a British weather person. There's always something to talk about. Look at that. That's just what I walked through yesterday. If you watch me walk from yesterday, uh, that's basically where I came from Roland yesterday. I basically walked from over that way, and it was nice. And then I think I just walked through that dark cloud again, and it felt like I was just passing under like the big snow cloud. And then because I kept walking, I think I just walked away from it because I kept moving. So I think I just passed through. Yes, this is the back of the park where this used to be the park, and they're obviously encroaching onto the park now. They've started to build new houses. Yeah, no, they just like I don't think they're flats. No, they aren't like. I think they're just full size homes. That you can see there. Look, that looks like well, there's one front door there, one front door there. So that looks about yeah. These have popped up the past 12 months. It's just basically this used to be grass, and then they're just encroaching onto the. I mean, I don't know how they managed to get mortgages because basically they're on like subsidence, aren't they? Because it's like coal mine. It's like coal mine land, isn't it? Really, what they build, Uh, it's obviously coal mining land. So I suppose that's what they have to do in this area. Obviously, you have to check for subsidence. That obviously you haven't got any coal mine workings underneath that can obviously alter you having the a mortgage, or not to buy the property. Because obviously sometimes they might refuse a mortgage, if it's obviously not on there. It must have sort of made the land. They must have made the land better. Right, I think I've remembered a health bar today. Hang on, I've got my health bar. Right, hang on. I'll just see how long. I'm just going to test my resolve and see how long I can walk without gloves on. Yeah, I'm nice that I'm speaking to somebody who lives somewhere it's cold though. I don't want really people come on who says keep on about how hot it is where they live. Nice to have, it's nice to have somebody on the mutual sort of weather patterns. A lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, do some ice. Ugh, 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 ugh. Ice, ice, baby. Do 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 do. That looks like a snow cloud. Look at it. The sun's gone behind the cloud. Pre-glow. Ugh. Come on, son, don't hide behind the clouds. Why is it always hiding behind the clouds? Yeah, but it amazes me how quick the clouds come, because I just said to you when you popped on, I said, "Oh, look, it's a blue sky and the sun's shining." Then the next minute, it's big cloud. Yeah. Well, when you came on, I said, "Oh, look, the sun's shining." Now there's a stupid big cloud in front of it now. Yeah, this will give you an idea, Derby. Obviously, you've seen like the old-fashioned type of Victorian houses, and obviously these are the modern style now. They're all modern, been built in the past few years. So obviously you can see there's two front doors there, so they aren't massive houses. That's two houses there. Look, see, you've got like two front doors. So they're basically called semi-detached, where there's two houses joined. I don't think that exists. Oh yeah. If you where does he live? Yeah, that's a traditional English sort of cul-de-sac. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. It's like a traditional English sort of little street. Yeah, with like a cul-de-sac. We call them we call them. Yeah, we call them a cul-de-sac, which means it doesn't go anywhere. You know, it's like a dead end. You know, it's like a street that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, cul-de-sac. I think it comes. Yeah, Uh, I think it comes from the French. I think it comes from French. We have a lot of words from French. Uh, yeah, cul-de-sac. I think it means uh, something to be in the bag, like escape in the bag, something like, yeah, cul-de-sac. Something to do with that, anyway. Yeah, but I thought once you see blue sky, you can't stay in. There's our wheelie bins. Yeah. That's what some people want, don't they? Want a bit of they want a bit of peace and quiet. Hang on, let me just get that let me just get that song out of my mind. You're on about a wandering song. You've got my mind thinking. Hang on. Just keep your fingers crossed for this big cloud to go, so we can be in the sun for a bit more. Uh, yeah, I'll have to do it without my gloves on. Hang on. I'm multitasking, Luke. Two phones. Multitasking. A minute. Oh, God. This is where you need just to. This is where you need just to be able to speak to your phone now and just play what I want. Yeah, a few times I've been trying to type something to you. My brain and my fingers weren't connected. Uh, and my brain saying type something to Derby, and my fingers were saying no. Yeah, easy, Mini. Yeah, that's the countryman. Yeah, that's the countryman. What's washing? That's the countryman. Right. Yeah, let me just try and show you this song before we get to the main road. Hang on. Just got to cross the main road. Hang on, that's not it. Oh yeah. It sounds like a church hymn, I think. Yeah, let me just get. We're just getting. Oh, I can smell fish and chips, Derby. We're getting past the fish and chip shop. Oh no! Oh, I can smell. I can smell chips. I can smell chips. Let's look at the menu. Oh yeah, there's the menu. It's hard to see with the. Yeah, it's hard to see with the reflections with the sun. Hang on. There's a British pub. Yeah, they always have them. They always have them. They always have them swinging signs. Yeah, just in case. I don't know what. I'll just show you what I showed yesterday. It's basically a little model of where we are here. It looks like a little model of the area. Look, there's that church. Look. Yeah, I don't know what the significance is. It just says, it just basically is another plaque here. Yeah, look. It just says this was our home, 1977. Some houses. There's some of the businesses. Yeah, Brown's the Butchers, Raven Pub, Pet Shop, Sweet Shop, Newsagent, Cobblers, Simpson's Pottery, the Simpsons. Well, that's the Raven anyway. I don't know what the significance of that is. It's just next to the NHS building. There, the community health centre. It's just outside. Yeah, I'll have to find some history out what it's about. Uh, yeah, it's like 3D. Yeah, it's like 3D. Yeah, it's like sticking out like it's not flat. It's like raised up. Yeah, there's the chip shop. We just had the smell of it. Yeah, 1932. Obviously, you can see that Derby. Obviously, they're being repurposed. A lot of the old pubs. They've obviously still got the sign outside, but that now is. You'll see what it is now. Look, Raven Pharmacy. Yeah, it just says Raven Pharmacy. They've even kept the name. They turned it into like a pharmacy. Yeah, that's the right word, isn't it? Pharmacy, like a chemist. Is that what you call? Is that what you call? Is that what you call? Is that what you call your place when you have a prescription off the doctor and you go fetch your medication? You go to a pharmacy, right? Pharmacy. Yeah. Well, we call it a pharmacy or a chemist. Sometimes you could say a chemist. You know, same thing. Pharmacy or a chemist. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the Derby and J Scope. More than, oh yeah, it's another mini. Let's get the mini out of the way. Another mini, two doors. Yeah, this is basically what a lot of them are popping up. I don't know if it works. Well, what they're doing in the NHS is when we used to have a lot of like in each little village, in each like little suburb, you'd have like a sort of like a doctor's. You could visit your doctor. And what they tend to do now is they're shutting a lot of these like little small doctors' places, and they're building all these like community venues now, like this is. Like a big. Instead of having lots of little small places, there's just like a few big, large places. So they're trying to combine everything into whatever their thinking is. Right. Here's some new houses. Here's some modern houses. There's your modern house. Yeah. We've got. So you can just. I mean, you could go for a half an hour walk and see so many different things where I live. It's just. I can see canals and swans and ducks and old buildings and ponds and rivers and churches. There's a church. There's a church for you. And then obviously, I'm just trying to decide if I need this thick coat on or not. And as soon as you unzip it, it'll go cold, won't it? You know what I mean? That feeling of like, you feel like, there's some artwork. There's some artwork on the side of the wall. That's a paint. Yeah, that's basically, that feeling, Derby, where you think, oh, I'm going to take my hat and my gloves off and undo my coat because I'm hot. And then obviously, as soon as you do that, you'll go cold. So, oh, listen, Yeah, this is basically yeah, yeah. It's basically like, do you have them in your area? You know, it's like an auction. You can go and buy, you know, like when you bang the hammer down, you know, just bid on sort of antiques, you know, like antique auctions. Oh, yeah, I'm just deciding now because I'm quite a person who doesn't really want my coats on, you know. But I thought I'll put this on because obviously it's best to be too warm than too cold. So uh, let me just that's it. Let me just trying to find where I cross the road. No, let's cross the road. Cross the road. Cross the road. Why did Jace cross the road? Oh, yeah. Obviously, in my mind, this is the trouble you see in my mind. I won't go everywhere in my mind. Like I just show you that church. That's obviously what I'm basically trying to do is just walk to the next town along. And it's obviously there's two ways to get to it. I'm trying to go to Newcastle. I don't think I've shown you in Newcastle before. If you want to look it up, it's a town called Newcastle under Lyme, and it's just a few. It's like about an hour walk away. You know, so it's either obviously if I go to it the easy way, it's obviously just going up a really a busy road. We're just going to be shouting over the traffic all the way there. Yeah, yeah, it feels warm. It just feels. I've got my thick coat on and my hat on, so I'm just trying to be chilled with my walk and not go too quick. You know, if you walk too briskly, you're going to make yourself too warm. Just trying to just trying to regulate the just trying to regulate. You know, not do too much of a fast walk. I should be taking your coat off if you go too fast. You've got to wear stuff that like people who jog, you know, like runners and joggers, because obviously they don't want to be cold, but they can't really wear a coat when they're running, can they? So you need like the layers that runners have, where you can stay warm but not feel too encumbered by a big thick coat or whatever, you know. Cash machine. Yeah, there's a lot of nice things I can show you. So I don't know how much time you've got. How much time have you got? Yeah, that should be enough. I've just got some nice churches, but obviously we're not there yet. I've got to get to the church. There's some nice churches to get to, but this is the problem. Obviously, I'd probably best if I start my scope when I got there. It'd probably be better. I don't know, but you're probably too busy then. So it's so we'll go down this side street. Let's see where we are. Yeah, hang on. Let me just get around this corner. That's the thing. I can't hear you talking when I'm on these busy roads. So we'll just go down this side street now. You can see the difference, Derby, when we're walking. Can you see all like the different styles of houses? Now these are all the big grand Victorian houses now on the main road. Look, all these different styles. There's obviously your traditional terrace down there, and then you've got all these big grand houses on the main road. You know, all these big Victorian things. Right, right. Oh, I'm trying to. You know that feeling when you walk and you think, oh, I'm getting warm. I feel like a warm glow. You know, but you don't want to take anything off. Right, hang on. Yeah, yeah. Can you multitask with two hands? Can you watch the stream and you'll have to get some sort of attachment in your kitchen where you can be hands free when the phone's on or yeah, your tablet's on. I know this is traditional when Derby's in. She's always sort of tormenting us with the cooking what she's doing while we're all home. Is it an egg white omelette again, or what burrito you said we're having? A burrito we're having, yeah. I don't. I'm just trying to think if we could actually purchase a breakfast burrito I don't think we can purchase that round here. Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's available where I am. I mean, obviously I can go McDonald's, before 11 a.m. and have their breakfast menu. But basically, all we have. No, no, we just sort of have like muffins. You can have bacon or egg muffins, hash brown. Yeah, hash brown. Right. Oh, where's she gone? Yeah, just keep an eye on comments. I sort of get you. I'll just keep an eye on comments because Darby's multitasking and I'm trying multitasking. Yeah, I say unless you stream, it's hard to understand. We're not ignoring comments; you just miss them because they go up the screen that quick. You sometimes miss them. If you've typed something and just yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at the screen, but I'm always watching when I'm walking, trying not to get run over and trying to find something to show you. Yeah, that's what the issue I've got today. I've got a lot of sun on my screen at the moment. I say we just basically keep trying to find something interesting to go on a walk, and then it ends up being a bit longer when Derby's on. I can go a bit further when Derby's on. So I get a bit carried away. Oh, it's this coat, really. Yeah, it's this coat. Yeah, I mean, it's this coat, really. I just really want this. I don't know if this. Obviously, if I walk too far, I'm used to my other coat. I've been on some walks in the winter where I've been carrying my coat under my arm. Because you get such a warm glow, from the brisk walking. And this is like really a snowing coat. Really, this is just for the snow. But oh yeah, yeah. I've got like my little satchel with all the bobs in. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I need to try and sort out some sort of backpack. You see, for that in the summer, I haven't got a coat on, so I've still got all the storage. For like all the storage. Yeah, I mean, I've got a. Oh, I was just going to tell you if you're aware of, Google Play's coming to an end. Are you aware of Google Play's being shut down? Yeah, I was saying, yeah, I had the email off them saying your account will be deleted in a few weeks. Just warning you. Have you made the transition yet? Yeah, I did do the transition because I don't know if you realise you can upload music to Google Play. So I've got about 50,000 songs on there. I've uploaded all my music. So I've got I think it must be about 50,000 songs. But the problem is now being crafty, where what they've done now is they've shoved you all over to YouTube Music, and the problem is now they're going to make you watch adverts unless you go premium. So you're going to get adverts on your music now. That's what they've done. That's what they've done it for. So oh yeah. Well, I played some of my songs, and they still play me adverts in between them. So I thought this isn't good. But what we'll probably do is, you see, we're mowing about like, oh, I'm too hot, and as you're walking now, you can feel like it's trying to snow again. So you've just got to be wrapped up. You never know what the weather's going to do. So I can feel it's trying to snow again. So I just wanted to show you some of these places. What I haven't been live with you. I've been here a few times, and I've never been live with you. I think on these walks I'm going on. This is when you said about where the railway line is. This is what this is. You see where I am now. This is obviously where the railways used to run. These are like the railway. This is like the railway tracks where have been made into like call it a greenway. Where you can cycle and walk. This is where the railway go. No, it's fine. Just a light sizzle. Uh, yeah, I'm just trying to. You know that when you're walking in the cold and you're trying to think what you're trying to say something to your hands and your hand isn't doing what you're telling it. Hang on, come on, hand, find the photos. I'm just trying to find. It's weird when you're cold. Your sort of brain doesn't seem to work the same. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find something on my phone, and I'm saying, "Come on, get on with it." I'm trying to find it on my phone. Uh, oh yeah, I found it. Oh yeah, this is the photo derby I was going to find. Oh, it's not very clear. Hang on. You know, once when I said to you, I had a photo with a snake round my shoulders. Yeah, look at your. Yeah, look at your screen. It's a bit dark, but you can make out the snake. Anyway, it is me. Look. Oh, hang on. Let's try and get out of the reflection. Yeah, look. Oh, hang on. What's happened then? Where's it gone? That's it. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, it's like a big python. Hang on. No, you know what? I just had a bit of fun this morning. I went onto my Twitter, and you know how you've got like your stream on your Twitter, and then you've got like I forgot the name of it. Is it Moments or something? It said Moments on the right hand side, and basically what it basically made me do is I've just scrolled right back to when I started on Twitter. Every time somebody spoke to me on Twitter, I've just got like all the list of interactions with people. So that's what's just got me back to where that snake photo was. That's going back about 6 years. That is that snake photo. That was across. You know, where I just started my walk where the swans are. It was basically in that park. And obviously, in a normal town, you used to have like events on in the summer. You know, like dog shows and car shows and things. Yeah, they used to use that venue for have certain shows on. Obviously, in a normal world, they'd probably still be on. You know, but yeah, here's another photo of me. This is uh, this is a photo of me, right? You know, when I said when Periscope first started, there used to be a lady called Sonia who used to live in Australia, and she said, and then she says, who give me the most hearts on a broadcast? She'd create like a nice photo, like a photo with your name on it, and send you a postcard. Right? So there's a photo of me now where I've got a little snake on my hand, and I'm holding the postcard up that she sent to me. And this is obviously a photo I took for sent back to her to prove that I got the postcard. Are you ready? Oh, oh, stupid reflection. Yeah. Oh, hang on. How's it gone? Yeah. There's the snake, and there's the postcard. Look. Yeah. I gave her about 20,000 hearts, I think, on a broadcast. So I won. Yeah. 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 Because what she kept doing, she kept giving us a target. She says, "Come on, everybody! I want to try and get to 100,000 hearts." Right. So when we got to 100,000 hearts, she created a photograph and put my name on it. Look. Oh, hang on. That's the lady's name. That's the photo she sent me. It keeps going off. That's the photo she sent me. Yeah, look, and it says winner, Heart of the Sunrise was me. Yay. She sends you that photo, that writing on. Look. No, she doesn't broadcast anymore. Yeah, I was the winner. Yeah, when you were a winner, she sends you that photo. Hang on, keeps going off. Look. She sends you that photo and puts your name on it. Yeah, she doesn't broadcast anymore. She was on the early days, you know. Uh, but she's quite well travelled. She's even on IMDb. She's been in some movies. Uh, when she started Periscope, she was basically just trying to get into Hollywood. That Yeah. Can you see the snow coming down? I'll show you Tommy. I'll show you Tommy coat in a minute. Hang on. Let me just get the. Yeah, I've just got 20% battery warning with all this gas in. Hang on, let me plug my phone in. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, breakfast burrito. But I suppose I could create that myself. Obviously, it's only just buying little tortillas, couldn't I? I suppose your burrito is a bit like our oat cakes, aren't they? Well, we have oat cakes instead of burritos. A similar thing. We just wrap our bacon and eggs and cheese up in a oat cake instead of a burrito. Yeah, yeah. Use them or a flour. Oh yeah, yeah. Patricia's in. Hello, Patricia. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I say you can walk with me, and about how many different types of houses you've seen. You know, there's bungalows. Look, that's more for the older residents. The bungalows on one floor. Basically, the ones on one floor. That's what we call a bungalow. Actually, they are. They are, Derby. Here's something I can show you. You look at this old church. Let's have a quick look at this old church. Uh, there's basically you'll have to look it up. It's basically somebody called Molly Lee. It's a well-known local story. Somebody called Molly Lee that was obviously tried as a witch. She was tried as a witch, and yeah, her grave is in here. And because they thought she was a witch, they buried her the opposite way to everybody else. You know, the grave's turned the opposite way, like because she wasn't a nice person. Yeah, yeah. Because see some of the heads. I mean, look at these houses living opposite. Would you like this, Derby? Look where these houses are. Look, see the graveyard there. If I just turn my phone, look to the right. Houses, graveyard, houses, graveyard. Look at this one. That's an old one. Yeah, 1873. That one is. I'll just show the Molly Lee thing, and then we'll scoot back round. I wish I'd have thought about this. I've just come the long way now. I could have come the other way. Don't. As long as all these viewers appreciate all these detours. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, because there's a lot of dead. Oh, Pete. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Pete from Florida. Hello, Pete from Florida in his hot country. Welcome to the snow. Yeah, can you see the snow now? Let's just go against this headstone. Can you see the snow? Look, snow. Oh, hello, Pete. Yeah. Welcome to the snow. But as you can see, Derby, this is a weird graveyard. See, that tower is very old, but all this bit is quite modern. All that bit is quite modern, you see, at the back. It's just the old tower. If anybody wants to Google Molly Lee in Burslem, I'll just show you her grave. I think she died in about. Can you ask Google when Molly Lee died, Derby? I think it's about 1660 something. There you are. There's a grave thing. Can you see how it's facing the wrong way to that headstone? Look, it's supposed to be that way. See, this is hers facing the opposite way. Look, because they thought she was evil, so they faced her opposite way. She should be facing that way. This way, and they faced her that way. It should be like that one. See, like that, and then they put her that way. So that's been there since 16, whatever you've just said. Yeah, that's been there since 1746. So that's quite old. That's older than America, I think, isn't it? That's older than America. That gravestone is older than America. Ooh, do 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 do. There you go. Yeah, it is a little door. That is a little door. I say if I walk towards this main entrance, that's about 4'6". That is there. It's a small door. I bang my head there. It's not tall enough for me. Yeah, I'm as tall as about up here. Yeah, that's all deteriorated now. Look at that. It's got a 1875. Look at that. That looks like something. That looks like something from Egypt, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, the weather's just worn it all away. Look on the wall. Looks like a map of Africa. Looks like a map of Africa. Oh dear. Right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. There we are. What's this here? Florida Pete's in. Marco's in. Yeah, we've got some crowd in. Who's this one? This looks. You can tell how people must have had money. You know how big they are. See how big that is. See how must be how wealthy you are. But obviously, what happens in graveyards today is obviously all your headstones look the same, don't they? But years ago, how much wealth you've got was how big your memorial was. It just showed you how wealthy you are, how big your memorial was. Yeah, if you want, there's some bottle ovens. Yeah, Patricia, there's some bottle ovens. Bottle ovens. Yeah, yeah. So I say one. Yeah, the process. Yeah, yeah. There is still some working pottery places. I said there's probably some interesting graves over here. I think there's more than just that Molly Lee. But say you can see them all old. Nobody's buried in here now. You can see they're all faded. Look. It's like an old graveyard. Look. It's all faded. Yeah, there's lots of things I can go on a walk and I can pass. You can pass graveyards and old churches. But we were just on Derby was just accompanying me to another church. I was just going there. Hopefully you can all stay with me till I go to this other church, and then that's where I'm trying to head to. Here's a little bit of history. There we are. Here's a little notice board. There's been a church on this location for 800 years. The present church, St John the Baptist, is the oldest church building used in its original form in Stoke-on-Trent. The stone tower is thought to be Tudor, dating from 1530, and the rest of the structure was done in 1717. There's an old photo. Look. Still got the bottle ovens. Look. That's the old church. Look. There's Josiah Wedgwood. There you are. That's him. He's the Wedgwood. Josiah Wedgwood. That's him. Yeah, I say it's. I just wish I was showing you things in like a normal world. I wish I could show you things in a normal world. Yeah, I don't think so. No, they've even got a snack bar named after it. Molly's Snack Bar. Yeah, yeah. Basically, obviously, I'm not trying to be. I mean, obviously, there's lots of information to tell you, but it's basically there was hundreds and hundreds of those bottle ovens in like about up to about 1950, and then there was something that the government legislated called the Clean Air Act, and obviously they said that the sky, the air was too polluted with all these chimneys puffing smoke out every day. So they shut a lot of them down. Obviously, a lot of them are knocked down. But obviously, in modern technology, they obviously don't use smoke. They just use electricity now. So the ones that are there is some that no. I mean, there's about 30 or 40 still about, but a lot of them are just derelict. They don't use them. But there is some I'm not sure. I can't tell you if any of them are actually used anymore. I don't think any of them are actually used, but they're preserved as like museums because obviously everything's electrically powered now. So they've got like electrical. Oh, there's loads. Yeah, yeah. There's uh, yeah, there's loads of history. Hang on, let me just yeah. I'm just trying to randomly go down the streets while I'm walking. I'm just trying to. Uh, I'm just. Yeah, I'm somebody who's never organised, so just. I just come out for a walk, and I'm just trying to think which route I'm going on while I'm walking. So, uh, yeah, can't believe it's snowing again. That's what that cloud was, see, Derby. I told you that dark cloud was there yesterday. I think that's what I came through. I came through yesterday. That dark cloud, I think that's the snow cloud that I just showed you at the beginning. But, we'll just go down this road. I just have to be careful which road I'm going down because some of them are like dead ends. So I'll just show you. I'll just come up here to show you this little bit of artwork. If you can just look at the screen for a second now. Just I'll show you this artwork we've got. Oh, hang on. Right. There's some artwork depicting the local history. That's the coal mines. That's dictating the coal mines. Look at that. It's like on a brick wall. Look. It's like sticking out in 3D. Yeah, that's basically our heritage. Obviously, we've got coal mines, and then the next photo is pottery. That's pottery. And then the next one is brick making because we used to make a lot of bricks here. We used to do a lot of brick making, make house bricks. That's three of our things we used to do. Right. Yeah. I always think about that when you think about how much time's passed. And there's a chap I watch on YouTube, what Marco told me about, and he apparently doesn't have a television. And he was just saying how much we've come. How we all rely on sort of technology so much to we're basically watching other people doing things. A bit like Periscope when you used to have to just go out the house and do something yourself. And there's that many things, that much technology now. That is a good tool. It's a good tool for connecting people, but not like I said. We all should be out on Periscope and exploring our own towns, shouldn't we? And sharing where we live, like I do. Everybody's sharing everybody's sharing their area of the world. Because I say I'm an original adopter of Periscope, and when you go back to the original function of it, it just said, it's to show it's to show your world through the eyes of somebody else. Just basically sharing where you live. That was the concept of it anyway. There's another old building. Let's have a look at this old building here. Yeah, in the sunshine. That's Wycliffe Congregational Hall and Schools. That's an old building. That's got a date on there. I don't know what the date on that is. Yeah, we're just basically on our way to where the canals are. It's a bit like a strange walk you have to go on to get to the canals. Yeah, baby, we've got to start singing that song. Baby, it's cold outside. Do do do. Got to stay warm. I know. Well, that's a duet song. We'll have to learn. We'll have to learn the. Oh, oh God, is your sun shining though? Is the sun shining? Oh yeah, you haven't had it yet. It's so weird when you've got all these different, these different kind of watch around the world. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to take my hat off or not. I haven't got my gloves on yet. I've resisted the gloves. Yeah, oh, I'm taking my hat off. Darby, the hat is removed. The hat is removed. Yeah, I'm sweating. My forehead's wet, so it must be too warm. Oh, yeah, yeah. And now because my skin, now because my skin's wet, I'm going to feel more cold now. Oh, God. Yeah, I've just got this big furry one on. Got my Bear Grylls hat on, extra warm. It's like an extra sort of lined hat. It's got like a thick lining. Oh. Right, so I'm still trying to find that wandering song. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You've just got bear with us. We've just got a short journey down these sort of little noisy industrial streets, and we're basically trying to find the canal, which is in the heart of all this industry. Just on our way to the canal. It's basically down bank to the canal now. And then I'm obviously trying to get to the church to show you all the church. But the problem is then that's going to be we're sort of basically going down bank for go all the way up bank again. So because we're in like a sort of strange hilly valley area where we are. We're always going up and down, up and down. And that's why obviously when you go along the canal, it has to wrap around all the features. So the canal can seem quite long sometimes. If anybody's been watching that Great Pottery Throwdown, put your hands up. Has anybody been watching that, Derby? The Great Pottery Throwdown, that way on BBC or it's probably on BritBox. You know why? Where they've had competitive shows where they have competitive cooking and competitive, everything. They're thinking, what can we do next? They've had, he's an old pot bank. It's an old pot bank entrance. Yeah, they've had competitive cooking, and then they're thinking, what can we do next? So they've done competitive making things out of clay. And now the new program, what will probably pop up in America, is the one they've got on now is competitive dog grooming. So they all come in with the dogs, and they have to sort of try and win a competition for who's the best dog groomer. That's the new show. That'll probably drop in America sometime, but that's just what we've got at the moment, like a competitive dog grooming program. Oh dear, I hate all these reality shows. What's that song I'm after? That's not it. It's the wrong one. I think that's a bit of a fast-food song. I think. Church on Time. What's that one? Hang on. Oh, we're doing pop quiz now. Hang on, get me. Hang on. I'm just multitasking with two phones. Oh yeah, it's My Fair Lady. It's My Fair Lady. No, yeah, I know. It's from. Oh no, it's from My Fair Lady. That's one. What's the other one? Oh yeah, Minnie. Mini. Yeah, this is where we are. Okay, so get left. You need to ring the 911. Yeah, this is where I am. Yeah, I'll keep periscoping the street signs in case something happens. And then you need to ring like international rescue, don't you? They've got like a thing hovering over the earth, haven't they? Listening to all this, you have to ring international rescue where they've got the space station listening to all this distress calls. Send Thunderbird 2 to me. We need international rescue, don't we? Oh, oh, can't believe that's been out about 60 years now. I think it's just celebrated its anniversary, all that Thunderbirds and everything. You can still watch it now and it's still enjoyable. Oh, it's been something's well made. Right, we're back to the terraced houses again now. Look how the houses change. We've got all the posh houses on the main roads, and then all the side streets have got all the traditional terraced houses, the Victorian terraced houses. I'm just trying to find that video of you dancing, Derby. Where's it going to be? That video of you dancing. That video of you dancing. I'm just trying to think where it'll be on my phone. Uh, what am I looking on Google? I need photos, don't I? I've just got to keep flipping back and forward. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's do Twitter. Hang on. I'm just multitasking. Look, I'm scoping on my iPhone. I'm carrying my Android around, so I'm just multi. I'm just multitasking. I need three arms. In a minute. Where's Twitter? Hang on. I just did a funny video for Derby this morning. Twitter. Da, 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 da. Oh, I did that for you. Yeah. I wonder what people think when they see that walking past and think, who's Derby and Marco and Roland? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Derby's dancing. Oh, dear. Right. Yeah, I was just saying, say that's on another channel. I think, yeah, that's where the sort of all amateur people paint pictures. Yeah, like oil paintings and that. Well, they just create art and then they try. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's loads. No, I'm aware of it. Yeah, there's different. There's all different programs like that. Where they're trying to be good at things. Yeah. Where people just submit, they'll just sort of they'll have like some experts, and then they'll obviously say paint a picture. You've got 2 hours, and then just do what you want, and then we'll judge it at the end. Right, we've just reached the canal, everybody. We just had a bit of a walk to the canal. We just basically got to get to the canal for where we're going to this church. So, uh, right. Well, at the moment, we're just this is where you've got to have a countdown now from 10 to 1 because we're just approaching the canal. So you need a drum roll and then wonder what view we're going to have. Let's have a look. Let's go down here. We're 10 seconds from the canal, so we're all gonna get the same view. We're all gonna get the same view of what Derby wants. So there's an old building. I found the secret garden, so it's not secret anymore. Look, I found the secret garden. Uh, right, let me. We're just going. We're just going to show you the canal now. So let's see what view we've got. Yeah, ta-da! We've arrived. We've arrived. Yeah. Is that what you mean? Like that? There's obviously some ice on it down there. Oh, oh, you mean like this? Yeah, you mean like this? Yeah, like this building here. Yeah, yeah. Let me,
Yeah.
yeah, let me just take your photo of that. Yeah, I'll just get my breath back for a second and just consume my health bar, and then we'll make our way up to the church. Well, yeah, that's the other side. The other side, all the old pottery buildings. See, it's all a bit. Yeah, it's gone warmer now. The sun's come out again. Look, the sun's. Oh, we might see a train as well. We're gonna have to go to the train line as well. We might see a train. Yeah, the problem is normally sometimes the canal is very still, but at the moment you can just see a little bit of rippling. I know I've been down it sometimes, and it's like glass, like a mirror, and you can have a lovely photo. I've got a few. I'll look in my archives. I've got a few nice ones where the water is very still and it's just like a mirror. But at the moment, it's just there's a little bit of wind, just giving a little bit of disturbance to it. So right, folks. Right, we've reached the halfway point. Right, right. Let me just. Right, the challenge is on then, Derby. We've got trying to get to this church before you go. Pressure, no pressure. Hang on, I'm just on this path now, so I'm just on this path. Yeah, I had bad memories of this path because I had to use the facilities when I was down this path last time I come down, and there was no toilet. Oh. And then you have to try and obviously if somebody walks past, you have to be genuine in what you're trying to do. And you're saying, I'm just taking a call of nature. I'm doing nothing illegal. Well, I am, but you shouldn't have a call of nature until you get home. That's what the law says. Well, I've just, yeah, yeah. Hopefully you can just stay with me till we get to the church, dog, because I want to know my signal's okay. So you see all these wooden panels on the right hand side here. You can see these used to be old railway sleepers. Look, you can see all the holes. You see all the holes. I think they're like old railway sleepers that have been made into like a wall. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You see, I try and organise a walk for you, you know, and say if you stay with me, we're going to have something interesting at the end. You know, it's a bit awkward to obviously. I know I could just start the scope of the church, but obviously this is part of my exercise, so I'm just trying to find about an hour walk where there's something interesting at the end of it. So, well, what I might do is meet me chauffeur, so to speak, at meet me lift at the other town where I'm going. Obviously, I won't walk all the way back. I might meet me lift at the other town I'm walking to. Yeah, yeah. We basically where we're going now is obviously we're going to have to pass under a railway and a very busy road. So this is basically a path that's designed to get us under the busy road, the railway. So if you'll keep your fingers crossed, you know that way you saw me yesterday, where we're on the where I showed you them railway. the railway. What do you call it? The When I showed you those trains yesterday, this is basically the same train line we're going to pass under. Yeah, you know we saw all those trains when you're on. Well, this is the same train line. It's, oh, yeah. Oh, I was just there, just trying to look out for a train. So we might. This is the same railway line, but I might lose you I might lose you just for a second. I think this might be a little bit of a dead spot location. So let me just keep an eye on keep an eye on the screen for a few minutes and just see if the signal drops. I've just got going to the Roger Roger. Star Wars Episode 1. Roger Roger. We've just passed under the railway. I don't know if a train's going to come. There's the railway, look. We've just passed under the railway. There's the railway Derby. We just passed under. There's the railway bridge. Yeah, there's the railway bridge. Now we've got a big echo. Echo! Echo! Now we're just passing under the busy road. And then we've got an exciting climb all the way up to the church. So, let's try and find the easy way up. This is where you've got to take a deep breath now, because it's all up bank. Oh dear. I know. Can you see the houses at the top there, look? We've got to go all up to those houses up this path, look. Yeah, this is the main road it just crossed over, look. It's got like this is the main road that cuts through Stoke-on-Trent, look. That's the main road, it just come under there. So, I'll just have a little bit of my health bar before I enjoy climbing up this hill. Yay, poop bin. That means you can relieve yourself before you walk up the steep bank. Relieve yourself before you walk up the steep bank. Yeah, so hopefully if the signal's a bit poor now, it should improve because we're walking up bank. So let me just see if I can walk backwards so we can get a better view. Let's try walking backwards, see if that puts... I'm going to try your tip, Derby. I'm walking backwards. Let's try walking backwards, see what that does. Oh, I don't want to use muscles I haven't used before. Oh dear. Oh. I don't want to start breaking in my muscles that have never been used. Hang on. Let's go forward for a bit. I don't want to... This is where I need my rocky music now. This is where I need my rocky music. Yeah, just got go. I just all of you need to give me motivation now because I've got to walk up a steep hill. Just nice and steady. Nice and steady. Oh yeah, put that down as your first song you learn. Yeah, the Rocky anthem. Yeah. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Right. Just have a few little rests. Don't want to overdo it. Hang on, I'm having a rest. I'm having a rest. Oh, yeah, we're surrounded by yeah, we're surrounded by houses. If I have a medical emergency, we're surrounded by houses. So. Yes. I say I'm just realising I'm on a schedule with yourself, so we want to get to the church on. No, we need to show you the church. You're motivating me to go up the hill now. Right. Right. Right, there's two paths. That's the path I went up before. And apparently this is the path I should have gone up. It's a bit shorter. So we'll go up the left path. We'll go up the left path. I can see the, you just want to see the church tower and then we'll be alright. Then we can gauge. Can't believe, Darby, when you first were chatting to him and you said you're not going to walk through where that church was. I think that, yeah, I think that gives you a little bit of motivation to think that's where I'm going to go to. So, yeah, nice and steady, nice and steady. The view, the view's improving anyway. So we're just climbing, so we'll have a nice view at the top anyway. At least the only good thing about climbing a hill is the view from the top, isn't it? I think that's the logic. Look at this. Yeah, it's oh God. You can see how much. Yeah, I don't know if it comes across on scope how steep it is. That's where we've just walked from. See, I'm zooming in that red building there. Look. See if I zoom in there. That's where we've walked from that red building over there. Look. That's where we've walked. Yeah, this is the problem when you. This is the problem when you live in my area. When you try and explore, everything's. I wonder what'll happen if you walk sideways, Darby. Is that easy? Shall I walk sideways? Well, if that's less effort, it's sideways less effort. I think I'll dislocate my knee if I walk sideways. Oh God. Right. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. This is why I needed to motivate. I had to climb this without any motivation last week. I think Gary was watching, but this is what I was hoping. Yeah, I've got a nice view now. Look at that view. Yeah, can you see? There's Mount Cop in the distance. Can you just see that little tiny dot right in the distance? Look in the middle. That's Mount Cop Castle. That's Mount Cop Castle on the top of that hill there. That's the highest point. That's the highest point in where I live. Mount Cop Castle. I will return there a bit because I will return there sometime and give you a nice view. Or you can just type. You can just type in Mount Cop Castle, and then don't have a surprise. It just feels like I'm climbing a mountain. Look, it's never ending. I feel like I'm climbing a mountain. The view's getting better though. Look. Oh. Pity it's like more industrial town than countryside, but that's all I've got for you at the moment. Right, let's see where we are. Oh, I've had super hearts. Yay, Gary's had super hearts. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, Gary's got some left. I've got some left. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, Gary's just given me some. Thanks, Gary. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I think all being well, I might be able to cash out on my super hearts, but I don't know what they're worth. But it keeps telling you to cash out on them, and I've got about 50,000. I've got about 50,000, so they must be worth something. If they're worth 50,000 pence, that'll be worth it. Just give me 1 pence for each super heart I've got. That'll be sufficient. Yeah, our view's getting better anyway. Yay, more view. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, yeah, it seems a bit easier to climb it when you've got somebody motivating you. Hang on, hang on. Is the food ready yet? I've heard a lot of banging and clattering. Is the food done? Oh, right, right. Right, hang on. Still climbing. Still climbing. Oh, let's keep looking at the view. The view's getting better anyway. Still climbing. Uh, yeah, it is. It has been warm with the sun coming back out again. The snow's gone off. The snow's gone off. I'm just going to put my Rocky theme on for a few seconds. Hang on. I need some motivation. Nearly there, Marco. Nearly there, Darby. Few more steps. Few more steps. Oh, right, that's it now. We're on the flat. We're on the flat. Right. You see all the person going back down there, going back down. Hang on, I'm just giving you a. Oh, got a better view now. I'm just coming up this, just coming up this hill a bit. There we go. Oh, there's my town. I can see my town now. Yeah, look at this now. I can see it. Let's give you a good 360 now. Hang on. Hang on. I can see my town here now because I've climbed up this hill enough. Hang on. You see how far I've walked in a minute. Hang on. Where's it gone? Yeah, I'll see those blocks. See, that's where we started the walk, Derby. See those 3 blocks of flats? That's where we started the walk, look. Those three. See there, I'm going to zoom out now. That's where we started, those 3 blocks of flats there. We zoom out. That's where we've walked from. It feels a long way. In a car, it won't be far. Right, let's have some of this energy bar. Hang on. I'm all there without the energy bar. Hang on. I'm just heard my song on the radio. It's going, go, Johnny, go. That's what you say. Go, Jace, go. Johnny, be good. Just got the song on now. Yay, snow. Yeah, I'm leaving my footprints. I've reached Mount Everest. I'm going to put my footprints in. There we are. Look. Yeah, I'm at the summit of Everest. Look. Yay. There you are. Oh, I've reached the summit. I've reached the summit. Oh, there's all houses at the top. There's people living here. No, it's not the summit. Yeah, I'll have to make. Yeah, I'll have to make some, and then it'll be like a YouTube sensation, won't it? It'll be like somebody keeps leaving all these little miniature British flags everywhere. Yeah. Right. Right. Oh, it is warm with the sun. It's warm with the sun out. Right. Try and concentrate where the church is now. Gloating at the. I know that's the problem now. I've done the hard bit. He thinks the hard bit climbing up that hill now. Let me just get my GPS on. Right. Marco's in. Gary's in. Bobby's in. Let me just put my sat nav on, or I'm going to get lost. I know these rabbit warren of this rabbit warren of paths and back streets. Do 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 do. Right, where we're going. Right, where we're going. Do 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 do. Come a different way, then I'm just going to get lost now, aren't I? I mean, most of the streets are all interconnected anyway, so all the streets are interconnected, but I'm just trying to get my bearings where I am. Let's go up this one. Oh, have you got sunrise yet then where you are? Have you had your sunrise? Oh, it makes a change that I can gloat about the sun's out then. Yeah, pre-glow, pre-glow. The problem is where I finish me when I finish my walks. Obviously, I wish I knew I was going to have a nice sunset, you know, because obviously you start having a nice sunset and you're not in the right location like probably you have, you know, because you don't know when you're going to have the sunset, you know. Right, that's handy then. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing with where I am. Obviously, if I stayed in all day, you know, if I stayed in the house, it'd probably take me 10 minutes to get to my sunset location. But the problem is, I'm always somewhere away from there. So yes, yeah, because you said you were struggling with the signal at that sculpture park. Because we always said we were going to see that in the daytime, didn't we? The sculpture park. I think you said you struggled with signal. Yeah, yeah. I've just got something to do when I get in because obviously, if you remind me on Twitter or something, because I'll probably forget. I'm basically come to the end of my Christmas loads of data offer. I've like coming to the end of my Christmas loads of data offer, and I've got to decide what I'm going to do. Uh, I just had a warning on my phone this morning saying you've got to top up again tomorrow. But obviously, if I top up on like prepay, I'm not going to get that big, massive amount of data. So the only option I've got really is to obviously perhaps to commit to like a contract, you know, and then they'll give me as much data for the same amount of money. So I've just got to sort that out, and I thought it would give me 3 months to decide if I'm staying with Periscope, you know, and that I need lots of data. Periscoping because at the moment I've got church nearly there. Oh, yes, that's a church. Yeah, I can see it. So, oh, hang on. Oh, don't start losing connection. Many, many, oh, many. Yeah, just oh, it's a bit like when you're doing the London Marathon and you're all right till you get to the finish line. You go, I made it, and then I'll just flop on the floor. Oh, yeah, I'm one of those. one of them people that run the marathon, when you see they want to get to the finishing line, the muscles have just said I've had enough, and they start walking all strange because the muscles have just had enough. Have you seen them? Have you seen them when the legs have had enough and they just want to go over that finishing line, and they just start really stumbling and really falling over? Okay, I'm going to get to the finish. I'm going to get to the finishing line. It's amazing what it does when you've got somebody calling in and keeps you motivated. So. Oh, there's a Wright's Pie shop here. I forgot about this. Wright's Pie. I've got to buy a treat for my Valentine. Yeah, yeah. They do. Yeah, they do pat soups, donut of the month. Yeah, they do like the same way they do like the pastry pies. You know, like with meat and potato and steak and kidney. You know, they do like the pastry pies. They do sausage rolls. And, uh, I usually like meat and potato, but what I do is I don't. Sometimes I will. I'll put the pie in a bowl and then just tip hot gravy over it, like, and then have it like it's all soak into the pastry. You know, I'll just sort of get that. Yeah, well, it's like a savoury pie, and then I'll basically just like I'll tip like watery gravy over it and let it all soak up everything. You know. Yeah, that's more of a. Yeah, you were talking about. You were talking like more sweet pies. Yeah, I mean like the savoury pies. You know, not the sweet. Yeah, like cheesecakes and that. Yeah. Oh, right, nearly there. I see the spire, and I just want you to enjoy the beauty of it for a few seconds, and then you can be on your way. Oh. Does anybody else want to replace Derby when she disappears? Anybody else going to call in and have a chat? Oh. Have we got anybody? I know, because you've got your warm seat. We want to see if anybody wants to take Derby's warm seat before it cools down. As in the hot seat. Oh yeah, there's a pucker pie. That's another manufacturer who makes pies. There's another one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously you can have sweet and savoury, can't you? You know, but yeah, I'll have to do my timing better because the problem is when I'm coming past here now, all the children are coming out of school, so it's really a time for trying to avoid periscoping past some schools. I think it's try and avoid that if I can. Yeah, it's another mini anyway. Let's concentrate on the mini. Mini. Yeah, I just want to show you I'll just show you the beauty of this church for a minute, and then I'm basically now. I was determined to come back because there's basically two famous graves in this churchyard. I don't know if I remember me mentioning them to you. There's basically Henry Fold's grave, the one who was the pioneer of fingerprinting. He's buried in here. The one who sort of made fingerprinting. You know, he was the one who sort of started it being like an identifier. You know, of criminals. You know. Right. I'm just going to get my breath back while you admire this old church. Are you ready? Hang on. Ta-da. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It will. Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant, Darby. You just reminded me. Yes, it will. So you'll have to wait for the chime now. You put yourself in a hole now. You've got to wait. We've got to wait 6 minutes for the chime now. It's yeah. You put your foot in it now. Yeah. We've got to wait for the chime now. Now you've. Yeah. Look at all this. Is this all clear? Look how old this window is. Look at all this. Stained glass windows. Look at this. Look at this door. The doorway in. Look at this. There's this. I'll be glad when we can go in and show you some inside of it. Look, there's the stained glass window. Yeah, it's just not, it's hard to stand back because there's basically a tree. There's a bush here, see, so I can't get far enough back to show you everything properly. You know, there's the yeah, loads of things. Let's see what I can find. Hang on, I'm just here to my neck now. Hang on, keep looking up. Hang on. Oh, I'm clicking my neck now. I'm going to try and show you something else. Hang on. I told you it'd be worth it if you hang on a bit. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. My scope's trying to end up somewhere. I feel like I'm in Miami, Derby. Look at the sky now. Look at that. Where's the sun? Where's the snow gone? Oh dear, British weather. Right, so let me try and find you that gravestone. Can you remember when I told you about? Oh yeah, I can stand back from this one. But what you see, these churches are old. If you look where I'm walking, these are all old gravestones. Look, they've obviously pulled them up and used them as paving. These are all old headstones. What you're walking on. Look. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, I mean, obviously, there won't be bodies underneath. You know, it's obviously they seem to have just repurposed the old headstones. Obviously, over the hundreds of years, they've obviously the church has changed. I mean, it's been here 500 years, so I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know we say you're basically walking on headstones. You're not walking on the dead. You know, you're walking just on old headstones. But I've had that question. I've had that question I've wanted to ask the people who run the church, but the problem is they're always closed. Well, while I've had that question in my head, so I will ask them when they're back open again. Let me just find that headstone that I'm after. Let me just really find that important headstone we're after, and then I'll be satisfied. Hang on. Can you remember you telling me that story? Based on the headstone, it says who murdered the person who was buried there. This is the one I'm trying to find. It's very unique. Apparently, it's very unique. Oh, we are. Found it. Found it. Yeah. There's a bit of snow on it. Hang on. Is that it? Hang on. That's not it. It says that was it. Hang on. It's around here somewhere. We're after the one that's in two pieces. The problem is they've all got snow over them now. That's the problem. Don't. Hang on. Let me just get my bearings. Um, Now, when I was here last time, you weren't with me, and I think Roland was popping in and out. And I'll show you. There's two famous graves, and nobody ever says on the videos. I'll show you the steeple again. There you are. This is the back view. Back view. Yeah, somebody just said if you stand here, I'm trying to think where it is. He says it's raised up. It's raised up. Hang on. It's a very famous grave, and it actually says who murdered the person who's in the grave. It says his initials on the grave. I'm just trying to get my bearings where it is. Oh, hang on. Is it this one? Yeah, I found it. Found it. Found it. There was a little bit of a clue. There was a bit of a clue. There's like a nature trail set up. It's here. Yeah, you found it. Found it. Yeah. See this, Derby? This is cool. This. Look at this. See this? See this headstone? Oh no! Oh no! Hang on. Come on. Hello. Oh no! Hang on. I found it. Let me just wander around. Let me just. Yeah, I've got it now. Let me just wander away. Hang on. Let me have a little wander. Hello. Oh, no! I've just found it, and you freeze. That's no good. Yeah, I'm waving at you again. I'm waving at the shadow again. Wave. Oh no. Yeah, I can. Let me just go back. Let me just go to the front of the church. Hang on. What's it doing now? Is it just frozen on something, or is it repeat? Is it just frozen? Ah, oh, great. Yeah. Well, you try that. Yeah, you try that, and if I don't see you come back in, I'll restart altogether. Okay. Yeah, just try and go out and come back in. Hello. 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 Well, I was just going to finish up on my scope. I'm at the church now. I was, yeah, in wolstanton. Yeah, the church. You know, church. Yeah. 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 I was just scoping. I've just scoped all the way here, and I was just going to finish my scope up, and then I was going to ring you. But we're just struggling with connection, so I'm just going to show them that grave where that woman, you know, that old famous grave. Then I was going to ring you. So I just wanted to finish up on me scoping, then I was going to discuss what we're doing. Where are you? Yeah. Well, make me way soon. So obviously it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to take me. If you want me walk. So yeah, just take your time. Really take your time because it's going to take me at least half an hour. Just really take your time and then just go every. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just take your time. Let me. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've just seen the Wright's Pie, so I might go in there unless. But all the kids are coming out now, so there'll probably be a big queue. Anyway, I've just given you an update. Anyway, I'll ring in half an hour. Okay. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the church ring its bells, and then I'll see. I'll give you an update in half an hour. Okay. I'm going. Right. There's Derby there. Hang on, I'm just sorting my lift out. Hang on. Oh no, that clock's wrong. What am I going to buy that clock for, you fool? What's wrong? Right, it's Derby gone. Right, I'll just reset. I think Derby isn't coming back in, is she? Right, let me just see if I'm still running. On 53.58. Yeah, it's froze.